And moving to Class B, we're the 7-1 and number 16 in New York. Owego Riverhawks hosting the 6-3 and 3-seeded Norwich Purple Tornado. The Owego Riverhawks coming off their lone loss on the season, while Norwich is coming off a big win over Owego Valley. In the second half, Owego already up 21-7. Dylan Brace on the 1st and 10, pick up a chunk yardage to put them inside the 5, which would set up the 3-yard touchdown run by Brace. Sophomore was leaned on heavily in this cold and wet rainy matchup. The ensuing kickoff, the Riverhawks go with a surprise onside kick, takes a couple of hops, and Owego falls on top of it. They get right back. The drive would stall, but for Owego, 4th and 8, Elijah Lewis connects with Jack Bucksbaum to pick up the first and keeps the drive going. Riverhawks keep their foot on the gas. Stefano Schur pushes it in. Norwich offense struggling on 4th and 20. Kassan Stubb almost gets the first down, making people miss, just 2 yards short of that first. The Owego Riverhawks take this one, 34-14.